camera. Say hello.
Hello.
So Eli was asking me to do another training with Eli, and we're going to. He wants to work on, what is that move called?
The dragon's tail.
The dragon's tail. So we're going to do that maybe tomorrow or Friday, but tonight, I always do a thought of the night, remember?
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to go over some of the things that I talked about at the end of class, and again, try to keep it more fresh in the students' minds, and something that, I think about more and more. So one of the things was karate. One of the main things in karate is we want to study ourselves and study each other. That's when you're practicing, you're studying each other, because we're trying to figure out what our nature is. We're trying to figure out human nature, trying to figure out what our partner or our opponent's human nature is. And we're trying to just learn about that. So what was one of the things I say? Humans always what?
Try taking the easier path.
Yep, humans always try to follow the path of least resistance. And why do we always follow the path of least resistance?
So we don't have to use much power.
It's survival. Yeah, you don't have to use much power, you don't have to use much energy, and we can survive the end. Think about when somebody gets you into an arm bar or wrist locker or any type of joint manipulation. We always, go towards the path of least resistance with it. Because that's what the purpose of using it on your opponent is, to get to manipulate them to do what we want. Okay? That's why we're using that wrist lock and stuff like that. And sometimes the way out of it is to go into it to get out of it. Okay? Same with fighting and stuff. When you get ambushed in a firefight, if you just stay there, the easiest thing is just to stay there, but you're getting shot at, you're stressed out. What do you do when you get in a firefight? You get ambushed. What are you supposed to do? Remember, I talked about, you got to fight through it. You got to assault through it. That's a big thing in the Marine Corps they teach you, is when you get into an ambush situation, you got to assault through. You got to fight your way through. That's the only way you're going to actually survive. They learned that through years of fighting. Some of the other things I talk about is, what was the other things we talked about? Remember? Another thing, human nature. We're always looking for, what do we call money?
Currency.
Currency. We're always looking for currency. So you have to think about what is currency. Some of the things we use for currency in life is love, relationships, time, money. One of the biggest ones I really like for currency is knowledge. And what gives currency its value is its quality. The quality gives the currency its value. Okay? And humans always want currency. So again, you want to sit there and think about, what is your currency? Or what in that moment is the currency? Are you exchanging time? Are you exchanging knowledge? Exchanging time. My relationship with you, this is my currency of life. Spending time with my son. That's part of my currency.
Isn't there that P word, the
All right, that comes next. So what are humans always trying to do from their currency? We're trying to what? Yep, you got it.
Profit.
We're always trying to make a profit. Again, that's part of that, taking that pathway. So we want to get something and then double its value. So that's again, when you're working with somebody with that time, if I'm giving you my time and we're exchanging knowledge and exchanging time, I want to double the quality of it, or double the value of it, so I make a profit. It's just human nature to make a profit. We want to make a profit. Now, again, we don't want to be looking at it at a superficial level, like money and material things that are wasted, can deteriorate or lose or fall apart. But we want to look at something that has value. Your time has value. Your knowledge has value. And last but not least, again, another thing we've paid attention, I want you to make sure you get these questions right. Dad always tells you stories, but one of the stories I always say is, a master asked me, how come my students were so good? How come they were doing more advanced level stuff?
And you said, because I told them.
Because I told them, yeah. I said I sit there and I work with them, and if they don't do it right, I correct them, and I keep working with them. I keep telling them to do it over again. I show them the way to do it, and I work with them. Why do I correct my students? Why do I show them how to do it? Why do I tell them?
Because if you didn't, they would just do it.
They do it wrong.
bad.
And I care about them, right? And I want you to do well, so I want to pass on that knowledge. So another thing about telling them, what do you never do to a senior's belt?
Touch it.
Never touch a senior's belt. Okay?
Seniors allowed to touch it.
Seniors can touch a junior's D. Okay? So again, that's one of those things. That's one of those martial etiquettes that shows respect to your senior, because they will give you their time and give you your knowledge. I've had the opportunity on countless times to work with my seniors, and I value every second of it. There's nothing I could, the only thing I could do to show the value and appreciation for my seniors is sharing their time and knowledge with me. There's only one thing you can do. Could you guess what that is?
Congratulate them?
No. Give it to you. They learn from their seniors. Their seniors shared their time and knowledge with them. And those seniors passed that knowledge on to me. So the only way I can truly honor them and show them respect is to give that to you. And what do?
Give it to the next person.
You give it to the next person. That's why Sullivan M always says, the most important person in the dojo is the junior student. Because we have to keep pumping that knowledge into them.
Because they always ask cool questions.
They do ask good questions. But because they're the future of Tung Sado, those junior students are my future. So someday I'm not going to be here, but maybe my art that I love will be here. And I want to keep the quality and the standard really high. You got to keep a high standard. You got to keep high quality value. So when you have your grandkids, they can learn good quality martial arts, okay? So that's my thought of the night. It's currency, profit, quality, and just, if you do the work, that who reaps the benefits? Yeah, you got to do the work, nobody else, okay? So look in the camera and tell them, Tung Su!
Thumbs up.